we're going to be creating a first-person character controller. This video will show you all the variables you need to get started before I will show you how to actually code the movement. This is just an introduction and not a full tutorial. The full tutorial will be released sometime next week. Without further ado, let's get coding. Start by creating a new Unity project that's 3D. I named my first-person character controller. Now, the first thing we need to do in the Unity interface is go to Edit, then Preferences, and then go to External Tools. Now, make sure that the external script editor is set to your preferred script editor rather than Open by File extension. This is so that your script editor knows that you are working in Unity and it will help you with Unity suggestions rather than C# suggestions. This will help you follow along. Now that that's done, we can just simply close out of this window. Now, let's create a game object and make it a play. I'll just rename this to ground. Now you see that the position is at the origin. If it's not, click the 3 dots and set it to reset. Now, since it's a floor, it needs to be pretty big, so I'll set the X scale and the Z scale to 10. Now you can see in our game window, we have our floor ready. So, I'll just press the plus sign and add a 3D object called a capsule. Now, let's rename this capsule to player. Now, since the capsule is 2 units tall, even if it's the origin, it will be under the floor. So to fix this, we should set the Y to 1. Okay, so now we can see our character above the floor and also in the game window. Now, if you don't want to, you don't have to add a material but to decorate your player, but if you want to, this is how you do it. Okay, I'll just set my material to blue. Remember, this is first person, so the character will be hidden because it is not like the third person tutorial I did in my first video. Okay, now we have our little player ready on the screen. Now, let's create a folder for our scripts. I'll name the scripts. Now, we should also create a folder for our materials if we're using a lot of them. So, you can right click like me, or you can press the plus sign on the left and create a folder. I'll name this materials and let's add our material in. Okay, now let's create a C# script so we can start coding. I'll name this script character control. Okay, so now let's drag this to scripts, and once it's loaded, we can open it. Alright, so now that Microsoft Visual Studio has loaded, we can see that the interface is custom for Unity. Now, I'll just delete these comments so we have space to add our variables because the comments don't really matter. Now, we need something to control our speed. So I'll make a variable for our speed. Let's call it a speed variable, and let's make a private float for it. Okay, now the reason we're doing float is because it could be a decimal at some point. But right now, let's set it to 0. And then if it was a decimal, you would put an F at the end, but since it's not, you don't need to. Now, but there's a problem. The speed is set to 0, but we might need to edit in the Unity window if we think the speed is too slow, and then we have to keep coming back to the code. So instead, what we can do is put 2 square brackets on the top, and then in those square brackets, fill in serialize field. Now, serialize means to expose. So we're basically exposing the private float into the Unity editor, but still giving it enough security so that if we make a new script, we cannot access this variable. It's kind of like a mix between public and private variables. The next thing we will do is we need to create another variable. This variable will be not a float, but it will be a transform. And I'll name this orientation. Okay, now, but we also will need to edit this in the Unity editor for the player's transform because it edits the positions, rotation, and scale of the player. So what we will do for this is we need to set a serialized field for this too. So just put the square brackets. We do the same thing as last time. Perfect. Now the next variables we will be doing will not involve serialized field. They will just be private variables. So we can put a space between them so we do not get confused. Okay, so I'll make a private float called H input for horizontal input. And then I'll make another private float called V input for vertical input. This will handle horizontal and vertical movement. Don't bother about setting these to anything just yet. Now, let's create a private vector tree called direction. If you're doing this in 2D, just set it to vector 2. Now, vector 3 is called vector 3 because it edits the 3 position variables, x, y, and z. However, if you were in 2D, you would only get x and y. That's why it would be called vector 2. So it is very similar to transform. Now, for the next variable, we will need to add a component to the player called rigid body. Make sure it's rigid body and not rigid body 2D. Perfect. So rigid body adds gravity and helps with collision. But it doesn't do collision on its own. So you'll need a few other components, but it does gravity by itself. So now we can create a private rigid body called RB. This stands for rigid body. Okay, so now we basically have all the variables we need. Now, we will need to set the private transform called orientation to something before it will work. So let's save this code and go to the Unity editor so we can add the script to the player as a component. So we just don't mind this error, by the way. So we just take the script and drag and drop it right into the player's components in the inspector window. Perfect. So you can see speed and orientation are there even though they're private. Now click the target icon and select player and orientation so that the speed can be set to access the player's transform. Now, what this does is it can access all the player's movements, so we can do this in a later episode. So now, whenever we need to get any transforms from there, we can just access the variable orientation. This helps with moving the player around and other stuff, and even rotation and scale. It can even change the player's name, but we won't be needing that. So, now in the next episode, we'll be covering more on how to do things and how to make the player actually move and make this a more first person effect, because right now you can actually see the player. Now, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna have to save this project. So our scene is saved, and that's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it informative. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so you never miss on a video. Have a wonderful time!